I don't want to come on the show, but I have information. And then this guy blew himself up in a Tesla.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he was talking. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that was that guy said they were Chinese drones
Okay.
and that they were being launched from the ocean uh, and whatnot. But um, I think a lot of stuff came out about that guy in the aftermath that it was, he was having some kind of psychotic break.
Okay.
Um, and I think that drone thing that was like it was Edwards Air Force Base or something like that, or at one of those kind of suspicious bases in the U.S. that always seem like there's silly stuff going around. But I think the government confirmed that it was essentially a psyop, that they wanted to see how people would be reacting to just a little bit of chaos in the sky and like essentially UFOs, and see how people would be handling it. And apparently not well, because people were fucking freaking out.
They were, yeah. They were.
There's so much conspiracies coming out that there was a lost nuclear device, and that they were combing the surrounding area for a nuke that went missing,
too, yeah.
and like all this kind of stuff, right? But yeah, so like it's getting harder and harder to know what to believe, because there's so many things that that you would think were nonsense that have been proven to be true in a lot of regards, right? So um, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting story for a long time, was that guy, because he blew himself up in a Cybertruck, right,
Yeah.
outside of a Trump building.
A bulletproof vehicle. So it basically just blew up inwards.
Yeah. So, and that's I think that's like they were crediting the design, or the basically like how sturdy the Tesla truck was to contain the blast, so it wasn't as damaging as it could have been. Because I think the guy's dad said, he's like, if my son wanted to, take out a building, like he had the training to do that.
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't have chose that method.
Right. Yeah.
Unless it's like all a fucking Tesla commercial. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But wild stuff. Speaking of drones.
Yeah.